Hi everyone, welcome. This is Lisa Espinosa, modern day priestess, author, and spiritual career coach. Thank you for being here with me today. Today's Facebook Live is all about getting unstuck with the help of your soul and beautiful Kuan Yin. So if you've never connected with me before, it's such a joy to connect with you. And those of you who have attended my events, whether live or in person, whether live or virtual, it's so nice to be back with you. So before anything else, let's go ahead and take some nice cleansing breaths and open up this space so that we're aligned with our soul as we do that. So taking some nice breaths, breathing in and out. And as you do that, hey Joanna, good morning. As you do that, connecting with your beautiful heart, really bringing your awareness to your heart center, your wise heart. And as you breathe into your heart, then bringing your awareness to your pelvis and your hips and your knees and ankles and feet. And as you do that, just really bringing your awareness to this moment, this present moment. Trusting that you're watching this at exactly the right time, whether you're here live or you're watching the replay. And let's take a moment to just visualize all of our roots, these beautiful roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth. And have your soul help you just release, right? Release anything that's unnecessary, anything that could distract you, anything that could get in the way. Hello, Elizabeth, welcome. And as that happens, feel your roots strong and grounded as you are here in this moment. You are present. And then let's breathe in all of that energy from the earth, breathing it in through the layers of the earth, up your legs, up your back to the crown of your head, down into your heart. So let's bring our hands, the palms of our hands over our heart center. Good morning, Ravi. And so feeling so present, so grounded, even as you connect with your heart, your wise heart, and welcome your soul, that wise essence that you are. Now, you might not use the word soul, maybe it's higher self, true self. Welcome that aspect of you here as we have this conversation about getting unstuck, right? So just feeling that connection with your beautiful soul. And let's just send a heart connection to everyone here, whether they're here live or watching the replay. So all of us, it's no accident that we're gathered here together. And then just bringing the palms of our hands together as we bow to each other and our own beautiful heart. And we begin with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. Hello, Makasia. So good to see you. All right, so today I'm just gonna share some really practical tools, teachings, and then lead an inner journey so that you can receive your own soul's guidance about getting unstuck. And of course, that's gonna include beautiful Kuan Yin and wonderful Reiki. So one thing to start with, your soul, right? That part of you who's always connected to source, the part of you who knows the details of your legacy of love, right? Because you are here creating a legacy of love. All of you watching this, you're already doing that. Now, but our soul is always leading us to the next level, right? What's the next level of sharing through your career, whether it's an existing career or a new career you're embarking on? What is that next level legacy of love? And so your soul is never stuck. So that's number one for you to remember, like, oh, my soul is never stuck. My soul, your soul, is always in the flow, is always connected to source. So what that means is that when you're feeling stuck in your career, all that means, if we really distill it to its essence of what that means, is that there's a part of your career where you're misaligned with your soul. It's that simple. And of course can feel that overwhelming, right? To our egoic mind that's like, well, how do I get in the flow? So if you're new to connecting with me, you know that I work with my clients, my students that been working with for years. They come to me when they're feeling stuck, right? When they're feeling or maybe a lot of times they use that word, or maybe feeling like, I know I'm being guided in a certain direction, but I'm not sure. And so one of the first things to do is to nurture that connection with your soul so that you can start to hear, so that you can start to listen and understand which direction your soul is guiding you to. The other thing to understand is that using that phrasing that I'm stuck is so powerful, right? It's almost like we're setting that intention. So I always teach my clients and myself to really catch ourselves when we say that out loud or when we're thinking it in our head, because sometimes we're not even aware that inside we have this mantra, well, I'm stuck. So we want to always shift that, right? To like, I'm figuring it out. I'm connecting with the flow of my soul. So that's really important. And the other thing is that for you to understand flow, if you think of a stream of water, right, there's air. If you think of like a river, right, there's parts of the river that can be very still, and there's still flow, right, but there's stillness. And there's other parts of the river where there's more movement. It's like gentle movement, but more movement, like steady movement, and that's still flow. And then there's parts of the river that can be really rushing, and there's a lot of movement. So that was a message that came to me from my soul a long time ago as I was really exploring flow, that whole idea of flow, which, by the way, I find that concept of flow much more powerful than using the word balance, because when we use the word balance, that can really it can be really hard to ever feel like we're in this perfect balance. For me, it started to feel challenging to have that as a concept. Whereas flow, when my soul was saying we're sometimes in flow, you can be in your career's flow and not a lot of external activity be happening. Like maybe right now in your career, there's a lot of inner work that's happening, and that's absolutely being in the flow. And it's important to name that and to understand that so that you don't judge it as I'm stuck or things are stagnant, right? So it's important to know, like, well, maybe right now, this is the part of my journey that in my career where there's less external and there's a lot of internal happening, right? Or perhaps there's a lot of, you're being guided right now. There's a lot of activity happening externally, as it should be, because that's part of the flow that your soul is guiding you on. So, of course, the most important thing to do is always to ask your soul for the guidance. And when I do the inner journey, it's so powerful to do this together, right? Even if we're not physically together, we're energetically together. And a lot of people will watch the replay. So we're energetically together with everyone who's watching live and watching the replay, which amplifies our ability to hear our soul's guidance. Hello, Annette, welcome. So one of the first things to ask yourself is, what area of my career am I feeling stuck in? Hello, Janet. And maybe you're like, well, I don't feel stuck in any area of my career. That's awesome. So maybe your question is, what area of my career am I wanting more movement in, right? So just so we're going to ask yourself that question. And so let's go ahead and do that already. So just bringing your hand to your heart, or your awareness to your heart, and just asking, what area of my career am I feeling stuck in? Or what area in my career am I wanting to experience more flow, more abundance, even more joy? So just asking that, what area of my career? And just breathing that in, that awareness. And just to make sure, let's ask your soul. So asking your soul, beautiful soul, And you can ask these questions out loud if you have the privacy to do that, if you're comfortable, or you can ask them in your mind. Beautiful soul, what area in my career are you guiding me to have more flow in? What area in my career are you guiding me to have more flow in? And let's just be silent and listen for a few breaths. And just let those answers be in your heart. And something I teach always is when you ask your soul a question, your soul always answers. However, sometimes we don't become aware of the answer right away. So I really invite you, as I guide you to ask questions of your soul, to release any pressure of like, oh, I have to get the right answer, or wait, did I make that up? Was that me? Was that my imagination? Just like ask the question. You might hear the answer in this moment, but if not, trust that the answer is going to be revealed at exactly the right time. So with that question of like, what is the area that your soul is saying, hey, let's bring more flow to this? For example, a lot of my clients, it could be finances. They want more financial flow. It could be clients. I want more clients to flow. It might not be more clients. Maybe for you, it's I have plenty of clients, but I'm seeking different type of clients, right? So it might be that. It might be opportunities to speak. It might be being in the flow of your writing. It might be being in the flow of if you do readings for others, or if you do energy healing work, or wherever it is that your soul is saying, focus on this. This is the area where I'm gonna bless you and help you with more flow. And whenever our soul blesses us, all areas are blessed. So don't worry that, oh, if I focus on this, everything else is going to fall apart. It's like, no, your soul is the most efficient, wise coach you can have, right? So as we now start to get ready to go deeper into this journey of flow, right? This journey of like, where am I being guided to have more flow? And and also, what are the blocks? What's the resistance? Because whenever we're feeling stuck or stagnant, or like almost like we're moving forward and then we're moving backwards, there's often parts of us that are scared. And that's totally normal. Let me drink a little water. Sorry. Okay. So a lot of times, as we're stepping into more leadership, as we're stepping into more of being who you are, there's a lot of fears that can come up, and that's really normal. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to move forward. So as we do this inner journey, it'll be so important to ask your soul to reveal to you if there's any old wounds, if there's any old burdens that are ready to be released so that you can fully step into the spotlight. And that's something that I'm very transparent about. You know, my soul is constantly leading me to share more of my soul's medicine. Even like Facebook Lives, when I first did these, whenever it was over a year ago, I was terrified, and I can still get pretty nervous. And so there was a lot that I had to, and I don't mean like years of therapy work, but just like to recognize like, oh, I have parts that I really have some nervousness about this, right? About getting rejected or getting judged or all sorts of things. And it's okay. We want to name that and bring it to the light so that you can keep moving forward. So that is where beautiful Kuan Yin, who is the Ascended Master of Compassion, comes in. And Kuan Yin, if you've never connected with her, here's a beautiful image of Kuan Yin with her vase of compassion. Kuan Yin, and so let me back up a little bit. I work a lot with the Ascended Masters because they are these beautiful, unconditionally loving beings who are here to support your path, including your career path. So there's, Mother Mary, there's Saint Germain, there's Kuan Yin, there's Green Tara, there's Krishna, there's Buddha, there's Jesus. There's so many Ascended Masters. And these are all when I speak of the Ascended Masters, I am removed. This is removed from religious doctrine or dogma. That isn't to say that you might be connected to a religion and that's perfectly fine, but the Ascended Masters are beyond that. So beautiful Kuan Yin, she comes in with her vase of compassion. She stands at the doorway of leadership, very much like Mother Mary, who I connect with a lot as well. And she comes in to help us acknowledge those inner child wounds or even adult wounds that we might have that can sabotage our flow, our forward movement. And so we're welcoming beautiful Kuan Yin, and we welcome her beautiful mantra of Om Mani Padme Hum as we start to enter this meditative space so that you can have your own intimate connection with your soul. This isn't about worshiping Kuan Yin or anything like that. This is about your connection with your soul and having this beautiful support of this being of unconditional love that is here to support the sharing, the building of your legacy of love, because your legacy of love is intricately connected to the evolution and the healing of the planet. I don't say that lightly. It's not just like, oh, a cool thing to say. It's truth. It's real. And so my intention in these journeys is always to empower you to listen to your own soul's guidance and for you to bring that guidance into your life so that it's not just like, oh, I had this amazing meditation, but that it actually creates change in your life and it creates the flow in your career so that you can share all those blessings that you're here to share in your career. So let's go ahead and get ready to go into this journey. Remember that this is recorded so you can watch it over and over or watch parts of it. So taking some nice breaths. Relaxing into this moment. I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, or you can just look into my eyes or my face, or maybe you have a candle in front of you, whatever feels right. And as you go inside your heart, visualize yourself on that golden path. And some of you have done this meditation, a version of this with me for years. Right? You're visualizing yourself on this golden path, and this golden path represents your highest path in 2021. This golden path represents you being in the flow of your soul in your career, right? This is the path that represents the most blessings for you, for your loved ones, and all of those that you are here to help and support. So just visualize this golden path, and you're standing on this golden path. And as you stand on this golden path, you welcome your beautiful soul to be here with you. Just saying that in your heart, I welcome you, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here with me. And feel how delighted your soul is with you. Feel how proud your soul is of you. I just feel everyone's soul just smiling, this big smile as your soul looks at you. And just be with that for a few moments. Noticing what comes up for you as you connect with your soul in this way. And maybe it feels very comfortable and very familiar, or it might feel uncomfortable, or there might be even parts of you that resist it, or parts of you that are skeptical. That's okay. Just welcome all of that. Just notice it. But again, you're here with your soul on your golden path. And you're going to start to ask your soul some questions. And your soul loves it when you ask it questions. Your soul not only welcomes the questions, is eager to answer your questions. So that's important for you to know, like, oh, your soul wants to talk to you, wants to guide you. And being in an open mind, a curious mind, we're going to ask that question again that we asked in the beginning. And we're welcoming beautiful Kuan Yin. So I welcome beautiful Kuan Yin. She steps forward and she brings in so much pink light, like beautiful pink and aquamarine light. And we just welcome her unconditional love, her compassion. And she is known as She of 1,000 Waters. So she brings the energy of water, of flow. And I'm just going to chant her mantra a few times and just to be, so she's helping us to enter this beautiful sacred space. Your soul is so delighted, right? Your soul is delighted to be in this space with you. As if you know Kuan Yin's mantra, you can feel free to chant it along or just listen. And her mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And as her mantra vibrates, there is already this entering of a really sovereign, clear space. So now asking your soul, beautiful soul, what area of my career are you guiding me to bring more flow into? Again, beautiful soul, what area of my career are you blessing with more flow? Beautiful soul, what area of my career are you aligning with more flow? And just receive the answers in your heart. Remember, it's okay if you don't hear the details, but you might just receive them. If you have a journal and you want to write it down, you can, but remember this is also recorded, so you can go back. And I'm hearing, a lot of creative ideas, more flow in scheduling your time, more flow in just having the right people that you are here to help to come to you easily. I'm just seeing like doors of opportunity opening. So just receive that. What area in your career is your soul saying, this is the area to bless with more flow? Oh, beautiful, Daniel. I'm so glad you're here. And as you receive that, now you're asking the question, beautiful soul, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of to embrace more flow in this area? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of to embrace more flow in this area? And so as you receive that answer, I'm channeling Reiki, so I'm sending beautiful energy of Reiki to help you start already releasing that. So just feeling, even if you don't know the details yet, already remember your soul is efficient. So even in just asking that question, things are starting to get released, old, outdated beliefs, releasing old wounding that you don't deserve it or that you're not ready. So just like that starting to be released. As you ask that question again, beautiful soul, what are you guiding me to release so that I can receive this blessing of flow in my career? And just receiving that. And Kuan Yin, always here with her vase of compassion. So I'm hearing that for some of you, there might be fear of releasing because it might include relationships and so you're being reassured that your soul is only always guiding you to your highest good. And those relationships that might shift, it's going to happen organically. It's going to happen. We're setting into place here that it happened gently. So again, so just feeling, so I'm feeling your aura, just visualizing that cocoon of light around you, just starting to clear as these old, outdated beliefs. You know, any beliefs around, I have to work really hard in order for me to have flow. So we're just letting that go. And this isn't about becoming lazy, but there's that so your soul and Kuan Yin, you know, they're bringing in flow. That energy of efforting and trying really hard is opposite of flow, right? So there's just like that release. And so then we move to the next question. And the next question, after you ask, what do I need to release, is what do I need to embrace? Beautiful soul, what are you guiding me to embrace so that I can experience this flow in my career? What are you guiding me to embrace? What are you guiding me to embrace? And just receive that. It might be non-physical things like embrace self-love, embrace self-compassion, embrace self-acceptance. But there also be ready to receive very specifics like embrace, for some reason I'm hearing exercise, but like embrace exercise, embrace these new habits that are really important, embrace this new relationship, nurture these new relationships. Just again, that question, what do I need to embrace? What do I need to embrace? And I'm hearing your soul saying, embrace your courage. You're so courageous. Embrace your guardian angels. So again, we asked, what area is your soul guiding you to focus on? We asked, what do I need to release and let go of so that I can receive this flow? And now the question is, what are you guiding me to embrace? And then we move into just 2 more questions. The next one, to get really practical, because your soul is practical. Your soul understands you are on the earth plane. So asking the question, beautiful soul, what steps are you guiding me to take today or this week that will put me on this path of flow? Again, what steps, what simple steps? Because if your soul is saying that you're going to take this step today or tomorrow or one of these days this week, it's going to be something that's simple that you can do. So saying, what simple steps are you guiding me to take today and this week that will bring me in this space of flow? Welcome, Anne. So good to see you. So again, what steps? Now, please be aware our ego complicates this question all the time. Your soul leads you step by little step, right? Small hinges open big doorways. So have the courage to ask, what are the steps that I need to take this week? Receive them in your heart. And remember what I said earlier, especially if you're nervous about this question, you might just kind of not hear it. That's okay. Your soul always answers you. The answers are coming in your heart, and they will be revealed at exactly the right time. And please, this is something I coach my clients in all the time. Do not dismiss it if the steps do not appear to be career related. So if you clearly hear, do yoga, or if you clearly hear something else like eat less sugar this week, or follow that. Because even if it doesn't on the surface feel career related, your soul knows that if you take that step, your intuition's gonna open up, or it's gonna allow you to hear it more clearly, or in going to that errand, you're gonna connect with someone that you're supposed to connect with. So I'm just giving those examples. So as you ask those questions, often when clients see me, they're like, well, I can't hear anything. My soul just keeps telling me to go make that phone call, but that's not connected to my career, so I'm not doing it. So it's like, just be open. Your soul is wise. Your soul is efficient. Your soul knows your life. So that question, what are the steps today, tomorrow, this week that you're guiding me to take? And I'm hearing that for some of you, your soul's been telling you this step for a while. So just kind of like, it's okay because your soul never judges you. Your soul loves you unconditionally. So just kind of like, just knowing if it's like, yeah, you've been guiding me to take that step for some time. It's okay. I've been a little nervous. I've been scared. That's okay. So we welcome beautiful Kuan Yin in your soul and just feeling this transmission going into your heart to help you follow through with those steps. And so feeling all of that beautiful energy, we close with this question, this empowering question. All of those questions are empowering, but this is a way to ask. And this brings in a little law of attraction, a little bit of that manifesting energy. Thank you, Anne. So the question you're going to ask is this. Beautiful soul. And so let me set this up a little bit. You're imagining, so we're in May 21st. Let's imagine it's a month later. Okay, it's May 27th. I think today is April 27th, so May 27th or 28th. Whatever the date today is, a month from now. Imagine you are there and you're talking to your soul and you're looking back on the previous month and you're asking your soul this question. Beautiful soul, how is it that I had so much flow in my career last month? Again, beautiful soul, how is it that I experienced so much flow in my career, and specifically in your focus area, whether it's finances, clients, new opportunities, whatever it is, new ideas. So you're asking like, wow, how is it that I experienced so much flow in my career, in that area of my career last month? And so just receive, you're going to receive. What is your soul saying as you're meeting with your soul a month from now, looking back? So I'm hearing like, well, you spent some, you really focused on what you were accomplishing. You wrote down those steps and you took those actions. You were really loving with yourself. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. There's just like, and so again, your soul will give you specifics. How is it that I experienced so much flow last month in my career? So receive all of that golden energy in your heart. Know that you will go back to these questions with your journal if you feel called to, and just kind of be in that space. Or maybe you hear this replay again and just kind of write down what comes to you. See yourself on that golden path. Feel beautiful Kuan Yin, her vase of compassion flowing over you, her vase of healing waters of flow. As we bring the palms of our hands together, feel your soul just loving you, so proud of you. And as we bow to each other and our own heart, we also ask your soul to send you all sorts of signs and validation that you are on the right path. And when you forget, we ask that your soul send you signs in nature, dreams, numbers, whatever. I always tell my soul, send me like a huge, like signs that I can't like ignore, to help you be in that place of flow in your career. So we end this inner journey with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. And just take some nice stretches. I'm going to spray a little bit of lemongrass, joy. And thank you so much. I have a couple of cards that I will pull for you. Hey, Lorenza, so good to see you. So I'll pull a couple of cards. A couple of things that are coming up. Well, first of all, as I said, whether you received really specifics as we did the inner journeys or not, your soul always answers you. So just pay attention to the synchronicity, pay attention to the signs. Hello, Katie. And if you can take some time to journal and just write down some of what came to you, that will help ground it even more. So a couple of things. Tomorrow is the this month's virtual career Reiki, and it's all, and we're gonna go deeper with all of this. It's an hour. It's $33. It is recorded, and it's all about taking you to the next level, increasing your platform, really raising your vision to match your soul's vision for your career. Oh, thank you so much, Robbie. It's always so good to connect with you. And you can find the link. I'm sending the newsletter out today. You can also find the link on my Facebook page. And of course, the Divine Mother Retreat is next month on May 7th. I'm so excited. And this is all, such a wonderful, this is like the fourth one I do. And it's always so wonderful. There's still spaces for that. You can always message me directly if you have questions. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. So this is from the Divine Surrender. Thank you, Joanna, deck. And then Divine Surrender deck by Dr. Judith Orloff. So let's just pull that. All right. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Now remember, this is all connected to your career because this is what this Facebook Live is about. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And so to me, this is so like your legacy of love in your career is always a heart offering, right? So it's just like trust that, trust your heart, trust this opening of your heart, that it's safe to share what is in your heart. And trust that those people that are ready to receive it are going to come to receive it. And if they're not, those aren't the people for you, and that's okay. I know this is a message for me as well because, I'm always on a path of opening my heart more, and I know there can be fears in doing that. So safe to do that. And I'm going to do a Sacred Traveler and a Gateway Oracle, and then we will be done. Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. Oh, okay. Like literally 2 cards popped up, so I can't ignore it. So first one, discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Look at this. So this whole deck, all of the images are traveling. You're on this sacred journey. And I love this. There's all these people looking at all these other paths. And this one is like, oh, I'm on my path. I'm standing in my truth. I know which direction to go. Right? So stand in the light of your truth. Stand in the light of your truth. Right? And you can trust that. And don't get sidetracked by the people looking at the other paths. I just feel like this is really important. Don't get sidetracked by like, oh, wait, they're looking over here. Nope, this is where I'm going. Thank you, Cindy. So let me now do, oh, wait, there were 2 cards. I forgot. Underneath that, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. It's like reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So look at this. It's so perfect. So it's like, don't get distracted. You're on your path. Here I go. And then the next card that flew out was reaching your destination. That's how you reach it. Look at this beautiful castle. That golden path. Right? It's like you're reaching, your light is shining brightly. Right? How perfect. And remember, like your soul is practical and efficient and knows your needs. Knows the bills you need to pay. Knows, if you're parenting young children, knows all of that. So please do not dismiss it. Like, oh, that sounds so beautiful, cool, but let me go back to my real life now. Like, no, like this is going to guide you. And I know because I've experienced that and lived that and have witnessed it with all my clients, really. Oh, perfect, Robbie. I'm so glad you ordered a Kuan Yin statue. Awesome. All right. So I said I would do a gatekeeper card, so I'll do that, and then we're done. See, this is what I mean. I say this about all the cards. This is also Denise Lynn, Gateway Oracle, emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. Look at this person here. There's the water, the flow, right? There's that beautiful lotus flower. I love that she is resting. So it's this divine paradox of divine feminine leadership. And please know, divine feminine leadership is not about what gender you identify with. We all have masculine and feminine energies. Divine feminine leadership is what is being called to rise up and help heal our planet and evolve our planet. So it's this message, you know, the old paradigm is work, 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 hustle, 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 pretty much kill yourself doing your work, and then you'll get the benefits. But divine feminine leadership is always, there's always the moments of pause and rest, dwelling in grace. So how powerful is that? And how courageous, because let me tell you, it takes a lot of courage to be able to say, I have to pause right now. Like it's that is a radical revolutionary act when it comes from the place of our soul. So there you go. Thank you so much, everyone. It was such yes, Daniel, a state of surrender. Absolutely. Surrender is courageous. It's not giving up. It's not passive. Are you kidding me? Surrender, it takes a badass, sorry, to be able to step into that divine surrender. And you are all such amazing people. Thank you for sharing your medicine with the world. I look forward to seeing you again and to seeing you tomorrow in the virtual Career Reiki if you're called to do that. Please know it's at 10 and the replay is available, so if you can't attend live, you will receive that too. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.